Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another edition of Blue Ridge Silverhound. I am your host, Sean, and I have a video that I think is going to excite the masses. That's right, we're going to be talking about really expensive, just amazing trophy notes that you could find in your change, in your wallet, all straight from the bank. And you're going to see about 7 notes that all sold for a lot of money within the last 30 to 60 days. You're not going to want to miss this. This is probably one of the most exciting videos I've done in quite a while. And I've done quite a few of these paper currency notes that just seemingly pops out of nowhere, sells for many thousands of dollars, and then really changes lives. All right. So we're going to talk about 7 incredible trophy notes that were found in circulation. Somehow, some way, these things were pulled out of bank straps or the wallet somewhere. And yeah, come to find out, a lot of these are worth $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 right off the cuff. And you're probably asking yourself, well, how do I get started? That's a great question, and one in which I get all the time. Because people just, they'll pull out, a few dollar bills or 5 or 20 out of their wallet. And you're like, oh, well, I don't have anything here. And then it stops. The activity stops. The searching stops. And then, it's on to the next video. It's on to the next hunt. All right. The key into finding some of these notes is going to be frequency. I want you to just take that word, put it in your mind. Frequency. How often are you looking? Are you looking at all? Well, if you're not doing it, it's not going to happen. So, the real question is, how many notes do I have to go through to find something like this? Okay, what's my best bet? Is it as easy as going to the bank and just saying, hey, Mr. Teller, Mrs. Teller, I want to get $1,000 in $1 bills? Well, that's where it starts. Doesn't it, guys? The more you go through, the better your chances, the better your odds of finding one of these notes on the list. Now, you mean to tell me if you don't go through $10,000 face value in dollar bills, that you're not going to find at least one note that's going to be worth about $50? Think about that for a second. What's your better odds? Going through $10,000 bills or going through $10 worth in $1 bills? All right, it seems silly to go to the bank and ask for that kind of money, but you could always deposit it back right in there. You're playing with house money, essentially. So what people are doing regarding these currency searchers, these kind of trophy hunters, so to speak, is, yes, frequency is definitely the key. But what kind of notes are they going through, the high quality notes, to find some of these notes that you're going to see on the list? Okay, the most popular, the most common method is going through what we refer to as BEP bricks or bundles. All right, typically these will hold about $1,000 or 1,000 notes in there. There's generally 10 straps to every bundle, and these come right straight from the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. All right, so right here, the first image that you see is going to be an actual image of what a bundle looks like. All right, so they're going to be wrapped in plastic. You're going to have 10 straps in there. This is what people are ordering straight from the bank. Now, the key is you can't just walk into a bank and ask for these. Okay, you got to make sure that you have an account with this bank if you're going to ask for these type of bundles. If you live close to an actual Federal Reserve Bank, this is going to be easy. So if you're in San Francisco, Atlanta, Dallas, New York, San Francisco, you're going to have your best bets. But going into a bank in which you have an account already is going to be a key factor in all this. Okay, number 2, you want to make sure that you ask for these by name. All right, so when you go in there and you have to order the currency in advance. All right, that's going to be the key to all of this. You go into your branch, you say, you know what, I want to order $10,000 in these bundles. And if you need to, take a screenshot of this image that you see on the screen, show it to a teller. I want this. Can you order it? You got to make sure you ask for it, because if they can't order it as it shows on that image, then you're going to have to go to another bank. Okay? Certain banks order these bundles pretty regularly straight from the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. Number two, take a look at this other image right here. You see the information on this label. You want to make sure that it says that. It'll have the Federal Reserve Bank name. It'll have the range of serial numbers that's going to be included in that pack. All right, so make sure it has that, and make sure the bundle hasn't been broken at all. Make sure it's still sealed. All right, so that's what you're going to look at right there. And then finally, what are the straps going to look like straight out of the pack? Well, they're going to look like this. This is the front of a strap. It's going to have the denomination. On the $1 bills, they have the light blue stripe on each side. This is a genuine BEP paper sleeve. All right, you want to make sure that your straps and your bundles have this, okay, and they're not, you know, some other secondary market Brinks or whatever sleeve on there. So if we flip the strap around to the back side, all right, you will have BEP printed in large letters on that paper sleeve. So you're going to make sure that your currency bundles and straps are going to all feature this on there. That's important. And then on kind of a minor note, check out that website, moneyfactory.gov. If you've never been to the BEP website, check it out. It's probably one of the neatest resources that you'll ever see, you'll ever lay eyes on. Okay, it rivals the US Mint website by quite a huge margin. So that's how you're going to order it. That's exactly what you're going to order. All right, and this is going to be your best bets at not only finding some of the rare notes on the list, but also full straps of star notes. Those things sell for quite a bit of money as well on the secondary market. I actually have one on the list that we're going to talk about that is very important for a number of reasons. So that's how people are finding these. That's how they're ordering it. Keep that in mind as you decide to do this. It's a lot of fun. I've done it before. So the first note that I wanted to talk about on the list, all right, is going to be a note that's sold on eBay November 25th of 2019. So it's a couple months ago. It's a 1993 series $1 Federal Reserve note. But take a look at this one. It has serial number that features straight eights, solid eights. If you guys are familiar with the just how special the number 8 is, okay, in Asian culture, the number 8 is a very lucky number. All right. So generally, buyers of these type of notes come from overseas, and they pay all the money in the world for notes that look like this. Now keep this in mind. This one was not pulled straight from a virgin strap or bundle straight from the BEP. This one saw quite a bit of circulation before it was eventually pulled out. Now this one right here is a DA block. Okay, so you can see the prefix and suffix letters on here, a D and an A. This one is graded PCGS currency VF30. As you can see, it's got lots of wear. It's got folds all over the place. But this one sold for $2,800 in this condition on eBay in November. Pretty tremendous note. Again, straight eights, probably one of the most priciest solids that you'll ever find in fancy serial number collecting. All right, so the next one that I want to talk about on the list is going to be a 2009. Okay, this is that star pack that I was talking about. This is a K star block pack of 100 notes. These are all $2 bills, a full BEP strap, so it's got the correct BEP paper sleeve, $200 in face value. Now, doing a little bit of research, I've come to find out that this is a light run star block, 512,000 run size. It's very small. And because of that, it sold on eBay January 5th of 2020 for $2,499. That's a $2,200 profit on a Star Node pack. Keeping in mind that these are pulled out of those bundles, right? All right, so keep that in mind. This is another thing that you can find aside from all the neat errors and fancy serials that you'll find in these straps. All right, so the next one that I want to talk about, this is the third note on the list. This one's really cool. You don't find this that often, but again, the key is going through those bundles. If you've got extra income or you got the actual capital, again, you're playing with house money because the rest of the notes that you don't want goes back to the bank. This is a brand spanking new 2013 Series $100 Federal Reserve note. This one features a really cool fancy serial number. This is an ascending ladder, and the most desirable ladder at that. That features 1 through 8 going up. All right, so there are other ladders. There's 0 through 7, there's 2 through 9, but the 1 through 8 is always going to be the most coveted because it's in order. This one right here is a PMG graded Gem Unk 66 EPQ, so it's got exceptional paper quality. It truly came out of a strap. And this one sold for $4,560 during the fun auction show earlier this month, or earlier in January, on Heritage Auctions. Okay, so that's January 10th is when the fun auction happened. So that's a really cool note, and another trophy piece that people are always looking for to add to their collection. All right, so we have another fun heritage piece. This one is a 2013 Series $5 Federal Reserve note, same as the one before it. This one also features an ascending ladder fancy serial number 1 through 8. This one is graded the same as well, PMG Gem Uncirculated 66 EPQ. And this one brought home $4,080 on January 10th. Now, you mean to tell me that you can't find one of these? Okay, again, frequency is going to be the key. You have to buy the bundles to play the game. Okay, you have to pay to play. But again, you're playing with house money. So if you got the money, you might as well try it. Because you never know how you're, just looking at the first few notes. Okay, there's a lot of potential here to find something really expensive that a collector wants. All right, so the next note here, very seldom do we come across a perfect graded note. This one is a 2004A series $20 Federal Reserve note. Of course, this is a colorized new Big Head edition. This is what we see out there. Now, this one has a low serial number, 123 star. All right, so that makes it a little bit special. It's a PCGS currency perfect new 70. 70 is the highest grade in not only coins, but currency grading as well. It also features PPQ quality paper. And this one sold for $2,760 on Heritage Auctions during the fun show. All right, so perfect 70 grade sells for a lot of money, whether it's a star or a regular note, as evidenced by the next note on the list. We have a 2013 series $20 Federal Reserve note. Again, another perfect grade, PMG graded Gem Uncirculated 70 EPQ. The serial number is nothing fancy or enough to write home to mother about. This is just a regular note. Now, the key is to a perfect 70 grade, the paper will be laser straight. The inks will be free of any defects. And second of all, the margins will be virtually perfect to the naked eye. Okay, we're going to be talking about just perfect 50-50 centering all around on this thing. And it sold for $2,400 January 14th during the fun show. So if you think you have to find a fancy serial number or a star note of any sort, think again. When you're going through these BEP notes, using extra care is going to be a key in finding a perfect graded 70 note. Another kind of like tool for your toolbox, so to speak, when you're going through these BEP straps. And then finally, we're going to end it off on a amazing, amazing note. And this is going to be a 2009 series $20 Federal Reserve note. This one features solid 2 serial numbers. Pretty cool. One of my favorites. This one is a PMG Gem Uncirculated 66 EPQ. And it's sold on eBay January 24th of 2020. So this is the most recent sale of it all for $1,900. What do you guys think? Is there enough incentive based off what you've seen on this list to do some hunting? Now, there are other minor notes you could find. You could find a note that you could sell for $50 to $100 raw. It's out there. There's a lot of different neat fancy serial numbers. There's errors. There's just a multitude of different things to find in these BEP straps. Crazy. And on a minor note, people are actually selling full runs of straps for about $125 to $150. So if you wanted to, okay, you could net out and make a $25 to $50 profit on each strap in a bundle if you so inclined. And then the bundles then in turn can be graded on their own. If it's like a perfect bundle with no little folds or, corner folds or anything like that, that is another opportunity in there. There's a lot to be made with these fresh BEP bundles and bricks. But that's going to do it. Let me know what you think. There's a lot of crazy stuff in currency that a lot of people probably don't give enough credit towards because everybody is all about coins these days. But paper money, man, we love spending it, that's for sure. And, it's definitely worth a shot. So I want to thank everyone for joining in on this fantastic episode. Hopefully you took away a few things. Check out that website, moneyfactory.gov. Pretty cool site. It gives you the whole rundown on how notes are made. Really cool. I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. As always, like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell for instant notification. And then finally, Coinaholics, we are discovering together. You guys enjoy the hunt. Take care, and I will see you on the next treasure hunting video.